Imagine a situation where your keyboard is stuck, none of the key parts is functioning anymore, and you don't know what to do. Well, there is just an alternative method to get your work typed in the system, and that is to use the on-screen keyboards you can see on the screen here. Remember that the whole of this environment is the desktop background, and this is the on-screen keyboard. So before we begin the process, I'd like you to understand that the keyboard usually has 5 parts: the alphanumerical keypad, the functional keypad, the special keypad, the cursor movement keypad. So we have the alphabetical keypad, the numerical keypad, the functional keypad, the special keypad, and the cursor movement keypad. Now, for those who may not have been exposed to keyboards and do not have the basic understanding of how the keyboard is designed, now look at this. You have 1 to 0. These actually make up the numerical keypad. And you have A to Z. The whole of these make up the alphabetical keypad. Remember, this is numerical keypad, this is alphabetical keypad. And then we have the special keys. The special keys are actually keys that do not have specific function, but special function. Now, what I mean by special function is that they are actually combined at all times with other keys to display a unique character. I'll give you an example. This is Shift key, and if you notice, all these characters are displayed in small letters. So if we want to type any of these characters in capital letters without converting them, the entire keys on capital letters, without converting them to letters that are capital in nature, we would simply combine this shift and click on the alphabet of interest. So any alphabet we want to display in capital letter, we will just combine this shift key and click on that particular alphabet, and it will be displayed in capital letter. That is what makes this particular key a special key. Then we also have the window key here. The window key plays the same function with this. So if you click on this window key, you're going to have the start menu. You can see it here, the start menu. Alright, now you have list of applications displayed in the start menu. If you want to achieve the same thing with the on-screen Windows key, all you would need to do is to double click on this one. It will give you the exact menu you actually had when you clicked on the start menu. And that's that for window key. Then we also have the alt key. The alt key, this is alternative key. Now this alternative key is usually combined with other keys to perform a particular function depending on the application that is displayed. Then we have the find key and so on. You have also the tab key. So all of these are categorized under special keys. We have the function key too, but that is not found on the on-screen keyboard. So if you want to get the special key, function keys, you would need the physical keyboards, that is the hardware that you will see the function key. So if you find any hardware, that is any keyboard around your area, physical keyboard around you, all you need to do is just to look at the keys very carefully, The keys that range from F1 to F12 make up the function keys, and they are called the function keys because they have specific functions depending on the application the individual is using. And here you have the cursor movement keys. There are four in nature, four in number. We have the up cursor, we have the down cursor movement key, the right cursor movement key, and the left cursor movement key. These keys have their individual functions, and the role of this up cursor movement key is to pull the cursor upwards on the screen, while this is to pull the cursor downward, while this is to pull the cursor to the right, and this is to pull the cursor to the left. So all these keys have their individual function. And then here you have the delete key. Assuming you're typing on this on your system, and you eventually find a certain character you do not like or you do not want. Perhaps you have typed the character out of error and you want to get rid of it. You can simply use the delete key. Then this is also the backspace key, which plays the same role with this, but at different intervals. This backspace key is used to delete any character from right to left, while this is used to delete any character from left to right. You need to get the difference. Then this is enter key, which is used to create a paragraph. Assuming you're typing, you have exhausted the content of the first paragraph and you want to create a new paragraph, all you would do is to click on the or hit the enter key on the keyboard, and the cursor would automatically come below that paragraph, giving you a space to create a fresh paragraph. So let's start. This is our window key, and we want to launch Microsoft Word because that's what we want. That's the application we want to use to typeset. What do? We'll simply double click on it and click and hold down this white background and adjust it to any level. But we don't need to adjust that because we have enough space here already to look for the application we are interested in. And what do? We'll just click on type here to search Microsoft MS. So you can see the application up here, and all you would need to do is to double click. Look at it here, it's opening. So you have to wait patiently until it opens up to the desktop environment. Then you can begin the process from here. So this is what we have: blank document, blog post, adjacent letter, and all of that. Adjacency letter, adjacency report. We are just interested in blank document. We don't need any other unique design or pattern of Word document to create. So what do? We double click on the blank document for Microsoft Word, blank document specifically, to open, and this is where we are. So I mentioned earlier that this particular key set is considered as numerical keypad because it has numbers, and because it has numbers, it allows the user to input characters that are numerical. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do that on and on and on and on. If you notice, there are some special characters, arithmetical operators above each of these characters, these numbers. Now to get those ones typed, all you will need to do is to combine the shift and the particular character in question. So this is it. Shift, this is what you have. Shift, add, shift, hash, shift, shift. You can see how it's going. This is how you type them. So you have to always combine these keys to get the characters or arithmetic operators above each of these characters you have here. These are the alphabetical keys, and to get any of these types you need to click once on each of the characters. So as you click, just observe what happens on the screen and you would appreciate the beauty of tech skills. To get this cursor down to begin a new line, all you will need to do is to click the enter key, and now you have another line to begin your typing or to continue your typing. This is it. A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, then semicolon, comma, sorry, apostrophe, this is enter again, Z, X, C, V, B, N, M, then comma, full stop, forward slash, that is all over, and you have your cursor movement key up. You can see the direction of your cursor. Now let's go down again. You can see how the cursor is moving left. So this is how your cursor moves. Right. You can see how the cursor moves. To get the equality sign, you click once. Remember I told you about the operators that appear above each of these numerical characters. It's not difficult to get that. Just combine this shift and then click on that particular character in question and you will have that on the screen. Delete. This is what we get when we click on delete. You will notice that there is no character that is being erased. That is simply because our cursor appears at the end of the characters we have on the screen. And to get any of these characters deleted, when we have our cursor at this point, all we will simply